Hello. I think it's been nearly 2 weeks since I've done a video, so I thought I'd do another one. I try and do them every sort of 2 weeks. I wrote myself a little list of things to talk about because I always forget and then just talk about shit. How am I doing? All right. I'm eating loads more. I've got my little bag of goodies. Actually, I'll show you that. That's my little bag here full of shit. So I've got some nice shortbread biscuits. What else? Chocolate bars. All sorts of crap. So I'm eating shitloads of crap. To put it beautifully. Normally I'm eating a bacon and egg sandwich for breakfast. Then I'll have a toasted sandwich, or I might have some cheese and crisps and dips and parma ham or something like that for lunch. And then I'll normally have biscuit or chocolate bar or something in the afternoon. And then for tea I've been having pizza, I've had steak and chips, pasta, just normal things, but much more fried, well, not necessarily fried, but high calorie things than I would normally do. So it's weird because you sort of, all the things that before I would say, oh, I'll not have that. Now I'm yep, I'll have that. Chips, yep, definitely. But I've still lost a bit more weight, so I'm 8 stone 4 now. But I haven't lost any more the last week. I think I weighed myself yesterday, and then I weighed myself a week ago, and I was the same. So hopefully I'm not going to lose any more, because I really don't want to. I'd really like to put some on. Oh, look, you can see that white there. That's the toothpaste when I brush my teeth in the morning in bed. It goes on my chest. Can't see that when you look down, but you can see it in there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Beautiful. So that's food and weight and stuff. I had the GP out on Monday who took some bloods because I'm still so weak. I'm fine if I'm sat in a chair and I can sit in a chair and chat and I'm alright, but actually getting up and walking around, I still just can't do it really. I can walk to the toilet, which is probably about 20 paces, but any more than that and I will just black out. And often on the way to the toilet I'll just black out. So making my own food and stuff I can't do. I need to have someone there when I'm sitting I can't stand in the shower, I have to sit in the shower, otherwise I pass out. So that's a bit rubbish. And I had a physio come over, we've got the physio around to do some stomach muscle exercises and stuff, physio. Because you don't realise how much you use your stomach muscle, and I've had mine cut right down the middle, so they're trying to regrow. But the problem was that I was doing the exercises 3 times a day and I was absolutely knackered. It was weird. I think doing that tiny amount of not even very strenuous exercise just knocked me out for the rest of the day. And really the priority at the moment is being able to walk about. Mentally, I'm getting to a point where I'm I actually can't really cope with this anymore. I'm stuck in this chair all day, every day, for 12 hours, mainly on my own, and it's shit. It's really shit. It's awful. You feel like a prisoner. All I want to do is be able to walk around, and I'm not even ambitious. I'm not I want to be able to run around and go out for hours on end. Just being able to walk out in the garden and then walk back inside, or walk over to the shop and buy a drink or something would be amazing. So I've knocked the physio on the head for the moment, and when I'm stronger I'll do that and build up my stomach muscles. Something that they did say, which is useful for people who've had surgery, which I presume is, correct, is helping to stop the scar from sort of binding to the muscle tissue when it regrows. So I sort of, hang on, I'll lift my top open. You can see or not. I'll do that. So the top of the scar there, you can kind of feel when you've got a long scar. Some of it's totally you can rub it and that's fine, it's not attached to the muscle, but then these bits are like a little bit sort of lumpy almost, and that's the physio was sort of saying, to avoid the scar from binding to the muscle, which means that, say if you put on weight, if this is the scar running down here and the muscle is joining it, it means that if you put on any weight, the weight is going to go around that, like that, round the scar, rather than the whole of the skin stretching. Obviously, if the scar is attached to the muscle, the fat's going to go in between the skin, the fat, the muscle. So it sticks like that, and it can be problematic. So anyway, I've been rubbing that and putting various different creams on. I've got an appointment for my contrast dye x-ray, which is basically where they put dye into the pouch and then they do an x-ray and they check to make sure that the pouch isn't leaking at all. And as long as it's not leaking, it means I can have the second lot of surgery, the reversal operation. So I've got that appointment a week on Monday, and to say that I'm praying and keeping everything crossed for that to go well is a massive understatement. I really, really want to get this other surgery done because it's not particularly nice having a colostomy bag, and I feel like I've sort of had enough. People have them forever, and hopefully, touch wood, everything will go well and I can have the next operation. But I'll do another video. I've got an appointment. I've got the x-ray on the Monday and an appointment on the Thursday, and I'll have the results from the x-ray for the appointment. So I'll do a video after my appointment, and basically it'll either be like, oh my god, I can have my surgery, this is when it's going to happen, or it'll be like, I can't have my surgery yet, I've got to wait. And if I can't have it, it just means I have to wait until the pouch has healed more. But really, please keep everything crossed a week on Monday, and then on Thursday that I get the results that I want. It's just, the biggest thing. I wanted to talk really briefly about friendships and stuff, because I think that it's something that I've been thinking about recently. And as somebody who's now kind of, is still going through, but has been through this sort of experience where you're ill for a long period of time. It's been 9 weeks on Friday since the operation. And I think for the benefit of other people who are maybe about to go through this or have gone through it, it's just really kind of an eye-opener, I think, because when you first have it done, everybody's like, oh, I'm so worried about you, and sending cards and texting and everything, and gradually as the weeks go by, that gets less and less, and people, it's really upsetting. People just stop bothering. They just, people who you think would, make a real effort don't. And then weirdly, people that you wouldn't even expect to get in touch send a card or a present or just a text, and it's weird. You just sort of think everyone's in their own little world, everyone's got a busy life and everyone's got their own problems and stuff, and we all live in our own little universe, and it's not that we don't care, it's just that we forget, I suppose, and also we don't know what to say. I think a lot of people, are probably thinking a bit like, well, what am I supposed to do? I can't make her better. And, I don't know. I don't know whether people just think, oh, she's probably fine. But it's weird because we all judge each other on our own standards. And I sort of think if I knew someone who was living at their parents' house because they couldn't look after themselves because they were so sick, I'd make a massive effort. I'd ring them or go and see them or send a card or text or whatever. And it's weird because I think as someone in this position, you don't really want countless people to come and see you and be lavished with things. All you want is to know that other people are thinking about you and you sort of still exist. It's weird. It's in a way you just sort of feel like you've disappeared, and we go on Facebook and we all spend hours on there looking at other people's pictures, and liking each other's updates